This conditioner, for those that have used it, my cocoa and shea butter conditioner, you will agree that it is the best conditioner you've ever used in your life. Maybe not in your life, but yeah. Now everybody says, oh, when will your orange conditioner be back in stock? Or do you sell your orange conditioner at Tiptree? Or how do you use your orange conditioner? Everybody calls it orange conditioner because it's in orange packaging, it's bright orange, and it contains orange. So do you know what, I've just decided to just change its name, and it's now called orange conditioner. Because then we all know what we're on about. If you've used this, you will know that it is absolutely incredible. I mean, when I use it solid, I've got quite an oily scalp. I don't need to put conditioner on the top of my hair. I just literally stroke it through the ends of my hair, and then let the shower, like rinse it out while I'm washing the rest of me, kind of thing. But I know there's a lot of people that like a liquid conditioner, would prefer a liquid conditioner. So I've done lots of tutorials of how to turn this into a liquid, but I've got a new spin on it, so I'm going to go over to the workstation and show you what I'm on about. When you turn this whole bar liquid, it makes 2 litres of liquid conditioner, which is quite a lot. A lot of people sort of go, ooh, when they see that this is £15.50 for this tiny little bar, they are a little bit like, whoa, that's a lot of money. But with my length of hair, using this every other day in the shower, this will last me about 4 months. So actually quite a long time. When you turn it into a liquid, it makes 2 litres. So that is like, just trying to find something that's about the size of conditioner that you'd buy in a shop. Say something that size, that's 250ml. That would be like £1.93 for 250ml, which is like getting something like in Home Bargains or something that's full of like plasticizers and silicons and sulfates and all sorts of nasties. This is pure, natural, gorgeous, amazing for your hair. So I'm going to show you what I now do, because the tutorials I've done before, I've shown you how to turn the whole thing into a liquid, but it doesn't cover the preservative factor. There is a natural preservative in this, but it's in it for the amount of liquid that is in this. When you start adding more liquid, you need to add more preservative, but I've shown you a way to get around this. So let's go. Right, so this is actually take 2 of the video, because the fan was going in the background, and when I come to edit the video, that's all you could hear. So you take your whole bar, and you cut it into 4. There's one I cut earlier. This amount will make 500ml of conditioner. It's pretty amazing. So if you get one of these bars, you can do this yourself. Obviously this is why I'm showing you how to do it, and make yourself 2 litres. It's very easy. You just cut it up in little bits like this. You need a litre jug and about 400ml of water or toner, or it should be distilled water really, but if you're making 500ml, you shouldn't need to add any more preservative. If you're making 2 litres, it'll be hanging around for a while, and obviously it's only water that ever needs preserving in skincare, hair care. So if you only make it a little bit at a time, then you should be absolutely fine. Feel free to add a little bit of extra fragrance to this should you want to, because obviously diluting it does dilute the fragrance. There is enough fragrance in the actual whole bar, but once you mix it with water, it won't smell as strong. But you could add a little bit of extra orange oil or something. I'm actually going to add, because A, I love it, and B, it's so good for your hair, I'm actually adding a little bit of rosemary essential oil, because rosemary is incredible for your hair, and with orange it smells really nice. So all you do, you add a little bit of water, just a little bit. Don't worry about the rosemary, it will all incorporate into this. Just give it a little smash around to get it going. Don't add all your water at once, because it's a little bit like when you make cheese sauce. If you put all the milk in to your butter and flour, it would just go lumpy and horrible. Don't worry, you might think that it's never going to incorporate, but it will. Just a little drop at a time. You can see it's really going creamy already. You might need a spatula just to. You might need to give the stick blender a good bang as well, just to get any stuff out that's lurking. There we go. It's all fully incorporated. Sorry, that's probably really loud on the video. Now you could add the rest of the And that is that. It makes it quite thick. You could carry on if you wanted a thinner conditioner. I tend to prefer it a bit thicker and just use a little bit less. And then I just whack it in with the funnel. If it's a bit runnier, you can just pour it straight in. It does thicken up on standing, so if anything, get it a little bit runnier than you need. The one I did before in the video that had no sound was a little bit runnier than this, and I've actually got a little bit left over, but it's really thickened up. But yeah, it's actually quite satisfying watching that. and it goes through the funnel pretty quick. But a couple of squirts of this is just lovely, like through the ends of your hair, just to help sort of combat split ends. And like, I'm doing this on the hottest day of the year so far, so obviously hair gets really sort of strung out in the sun. My hair goes really like fluffy if I don't use my curl cream, and this conditioner, I just end up like a big sheep. So I'm going to leave that to drip through because it's really satisfying to watch. It's like an ASMR video. But yes, that is how you make 500 ml of conditioner from a quarter of one of my orange conditioner bars. It's now called orange conditioner because it's orange and it conditions. And yeah, give it a go. Oh, I sound like Neil Buchanan. Try it yourself. See you later. Bye.